Let's begin with some light humor, shall we? What do you call a redhead with a temper? Normal. And how do you start an argument with a redhead? You say something. Now, these may be funny to you, and they are. I would know because I'm a redhead. But what you may not realize is that redheads unknowingly play a major role in the world of semiotics, or signs. But more on that in a minute. Just in case you were wondering, red hair was created by a genetic mutation in Northern Europe thousands of years ago. A gene had the beneficial effect of increasing the body's ability to cope with sunlight. Therefore, it helped make vitamin D from sunlight. But now, because of worldwide interactions, today's carriers are more prone to skin cancer and are more sensitive to heat and cold-related pain. So, now that you have a brief history, I have to ask, what kinds of things do you associate with redheads? Bullies without a soul who thrive on being evil? A seductive, voluptuous woman who is wild in the bedroom? Or possibly a sweet and innocent person whose charm convinces others that they are kind and sinless? I bet you're picturing a male or female with pale skin, or sunburned skin, or sensitive skin. Anywho, they have a fair complexion, and let's not forget the freckles. Here we have the nonverbal signs of redheads. As far as verbal signs, you want to call them names like Ginger, Agent Orange, Annie, Carrot Top, Amber, Big Red, Freckleface, and so on. When you hear people talk about redheads, you hear the common phrases like, dude, she's a redhead. Is that your natural hair color? I wish I had red hair, it's beautiful. Ginger pride. In fact, being a redhead myself, I wish I had a quarter for every time I heard someone say, you know, I've got a thing for redheads. Real cute. Gentlemen, this line does not work on every redhead because I guarantee she's already heard it a dozen times or more. One of my personal favorites goes like this. If you're sleeping with a redhead, raise your glass. If you're not, raise your standards. As far as famous redheads go, we've got Jessica Rabbit, Shaun White, Gina Davis, Little Mermaid, Mad TV Logo, Christina Hendricks, Lucille Ball, Carrot Top, Seth Green, Deborah Messing, Susan Sarandon, Ginger Spice, Rupert Grint, Prince Harry, Marsha Cross, Lois, Kathy Griffin, Wilma Flintstone, Sarah Rafferty, Daphne Blake, Conan O'Brien, Lindsay Lohan, Poison Ivy, Ron Howard, Molly Ringwald, and Vincent Van Gogh. Common misconceptions and myths. My favorite color is green because it complements the color of their hair. All redheads have Irish roots. Each freckle on a redhead's face represents a soul they have stolen. Redheads turn into vampires when they die. Redheads are unlucky. Redheads have fiery tempers. Redheads are a dying breed that will become extinct in the next 100 years. The list goes on and on. Believe what you want, but redheads have quite the rep, don't you think? Now, to back it up a little, redheads are perfect examples of the interpretive semiotics communication theory by Roland Barthes, because these unique creatures of a rare breed help us to understand our interpretations of signs. If you weren't already familiar, semiotics is the study of the social production of meaning from sign systems. It's the analysis of anything that can stand for something else, and usually it results in an explanation of myth. Here we have your typical redhead, the signifier. She is the physical form of the sign as we perceive it through our senses, or an image. Now, everything we've talked about as being associated with a redhead is the signified, or the meaning we associate with the sign. The meanings, myths, misconceptions, characteristics, and common phrases related to redheads. Put these things together and you've got a sign, the inseparable combination of the signifier and the signified. See what I did there? We've associated redheads as signs. My point? We can use Roland Barthes' communication theory of semiotics to understand our individual interpretations of anything. What is really the best way to comprehend the world? Through signs? Sure. But don't be so naive when it comes to redheads. You'll be surprised to know that redheads are very much like everyone else. We have souls, we don't turn into vampires when we die, and maybe our fiery tempers are from everyone thinking we have fiery tempers. Perhaps you'll be more aware of your judgment of redheads and how you interpret them as people, and maybe you'll think of Mr. Barthes next time you try to find the meaning of a sign. Thank you.